Hey YouTube, it's time for another Transformers video review. Today we are going to be looking at the earthspark deluxe jawbreaker. And for some reason I was only able to find this guy on Amazon. Never saw him in the stores. And it's weird because like earthspark is like the only thing that's still in all the stores because like a lot of it's not selling. But yeah, overall this is a neat little guy. Always happy to see more dinosaurs in the Dinobot lineup, although technically he's not part of the Dinobots, as it were. But he is a dinosaur and he is a bot, and I'm gonna call him a Dinobot, and it's cool. He is, for those who don't know, a Pachycephalosaurus, which is the bald headbutt dinosaur. It was referred to as Friar Tuck by what was his name? Roland Timbo in Jurassic Park 2, for anyone who cares about that. We'll take a quick look at the box here though. There we got a render of him there on the front. Transformers earthspark, Transformers, I believe that's the Terran symbol, Terran jawbreaker, some of that wraparound poster, same artwork. There we have him mugshotted. We got legal jargon, and our product shot 16 steps. So yeah, that's it for the box. And we do get some lovely instructions here. So there is that. And he does come with a couple of accessories. He does come with these blasters, which if I hadn't just thrown the boxes away, I would show you, but they're shown as having painted red barrels, but obviously that's not actually a thing. But you can have him hold them in his hands if you wish. I just like to keep them on his shoulders because I think it looks cool. If it'll go back in. Come on. You also have his tail, which you can remove and give to him as sort of a whip sword something. Excuse me. So yeah, you have a few options for weaponry, which is always cool. And we'll do a couple of quick size comparisons here. Here we have with Deluxe Devastation Prime. Here we have with my recent retro review, Starscream. And of course, we need to take a look at the Warrior version. So yeah, not too much else to say about that. Do want to get a quick close-up here. Does have some nice sort of turquoise there on his thighs, shins, and face. Terran symbol there. Nice metallic orange, pretty much just all around. Some dark gray there for the claw slash dino feet. And he does have a big old dino head just sitting here on the back. The tail is done up in this metallic turquoise, and then got it's a base yellow, which you see on that sort of bladed tail tip. Yeah, pretty neato. As far as articulation goes, he has full 360 at the shoulders. He does get a little up and down here. He does have sort of back and forth on these elbows. I don't think, yeah, he doesn't really reach 90 degrees there. Does have both a bicep and elbow swivel. No movement at the wrist. He does get a little bit out at the leg, kick that far forward, that far back as his waist comes undone. Does have quite a bit of knee bend for transformation. Does have a little bit of ankle movement, and I don't think he has a waist. Yeah, no waist due to transformation. And he does get a ball jointed head, so he does get plenty of motion in the head. And you can get up and down on this tail if you care to move that. But yeah, that's about it for the robot mode. So let's go ahead and get down to transformation. Going to pull these arms out to the side, revealing his little dino arms. So now he has an extra set of arms if you want him to. Then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate his head around and bring up the dino head, and it's going to clip into the back of his head crest here. You can see there's two little gaps like that. There's that, and then I believe we need to push the head down, or is it lifted up? I think it's down. No, we wanna. I know the head shifts. There we go. Yeah, down like that. Then we're just gonna take this tail out to get out of the way for a second. So I want to be able to show you this proper. But we are going to fold his legs up like so, and then bring his arms back. I think I need to push these further up, don't I? But yeah, these gaps in the feet are going to go over these shoulder bits like so. And when you bring the legs back, there's this tab and this post hole so that you can tab his legs in like so and like so. Then you can sort of just stick that tail back in there. Might want to bend it down. And then for the feet, you're going to fold that fist inwards, and it's going to bring this whole bit out like so, and then you just rotate that foot up, rotate that, and then you just sort of arrange the leg, and then just rinse and repeat. Fold that in, bring that out, bring that, and arrange it like so. And there we have him in his dino mode. And he is a wide boy. Very wide boy. And as far as the articulation in dino mode, the arms are the same pretty much, because they're, you know, his robot arms to his dino legs. Do get, you know, some up and down here at the toe, but otherwise it's pretty much the same. The little dino arms are on ball joints, not too much there. He does have an opening and closing mouth, which is cool. And the dino head doesn't really move. And you can orient these cannons however you wish. Doesn't really hold him anywhere else. Can't give him a dino gun, unfortunately. Worst toy ever. But there is that. So let's do another quick comparison. So here he is with APC Viacon. Just for a bit of a car comparison. And here he is with a Gamer Edition Starscream. Yeah, it's mostly due to all the hollowness, but he does kind of expand in Dino mode. He does look fairly bulky. Would you stand up? You're the star. You need to act like it. There we go. And of course, here he is with the Warrior version. And as you can see, he has a much bigger tail. Probably has better luck with the ladies. And we'll take a quick look at that dino head, because that's the main thing that's new here. Got more of that turquoise on the face, the red dome, the red dome there, and some sort of pinkish purple for the eyes. Yeah, not too much else different there. overall a neat toy, and it's always nice to see more dinosaurs added to the roster of transformable dino bots, quotations. So yeah, that's a nice little addition, and I think he's a decent enough figure. I mean, he was like $20, so I think it was good enough for that. I know that the sound wave is supposed to be popping up in places now, so I definitely want to get that. And I'm still hoping to get the Bumblebee with the Build-A-Figure arm, because that's the only one I'm missing from that set. But yeah, for some reason his wave never showed up in any stores or even on most online places. I literally could only find him on Amazon and nowhere else. Don't know what the deal with that was. But yeah, I think he's a decent figure. I think I give him, I think I'd say an 8 is fair. You know, for a $20 deluxe, there's obviously going to be some, sacrifices and compromises. I mean, this whole area is pretty much just hollow bits. Like, you can stick your whole finger in there. But, he's not terrible by any means. I think it's neat. And I like dinosaurs, so I'm biased. So, there. Anywho, I think that's about it for this little review. So I think I'll go ahead and wrap things up here. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.